Hey everybody, I got a great question from Spencer. Let me read it to you because I think it affects so many people, particularly beginners in the investment game. And investing is how you get rich. The difference between rich people and poor people are rich people own stocks and bonds and stuff like that. That's the key. So here's his question. Spencer says, I was just curious about which course to get. I've been following Courtney for quite a while. I was back in his course through Peak Potentials almost 10 years ago. I remember it being a phenomenal course, but at the time I was so young and financially strained, I didn't have the discipline to follow through with it. I see that there's a forex course, a stock course, an option course, but I'm unsure of which one to start with. Any help would be greatly appreciated. That's a great question. So I normally recommend, and by the way, we got to give a lot of credit to Spencer here for realizing that he was financially strained and undisciplined. Discipline's one of the keys at making a success out of investing, so I'm really glad he's doing that. This is really good. Normally speaking, I tell people to start with the stock course. And the reason for that is it's not the place to make the most amount of money. You can make a lot more money in futures, forex, and options. But stocks are forgiving. That's a big reason. They generally go up, whereas options go up and down. Futures, up and down. Forex, up and down. Futures, forex, and options have leverage, which means you have to be very tightly disciplined on your risk management. Stocks generally go up, so they're more forgiving. I think it's a great place to start. So that's my normal answer. The disadvantage is you can't make as much money. On average, over the long term, you can make 10%, which means if you start with $10,000, you're going to be a millionaire pretty soon. But the best thing is, the other thing that is helpful about stocks is everybody knows something about them. You've got an uncle who trades stocks and can answer some basic questions. The world is flooded with information about stocks. Futures, forex, and options, not so much. So I always recommend starting with stocks because it's forgiving. You're a newbie. You want to make sure, you want forgiving. Why? Because the hardest part of trading is between your ears. It's not the techniques. The techniques are easy. In my courses, I teach super easy rules. Do this. If this happens, do that. If that happens, do this. Really super simple. That's probably why he said it was a phenomenal course. So the intellectual skills are very, very easy. The emotional skills are the hard part. And so when you have a forgiving market, a market that generally is going up, that makes it easier to get used to the idea that a lot of your trades are going to lose money. Some people find that very hard to deal with, but you got to get used to it. Remember, you're the casino. You're not a gambler. The casinos lose tons and tons of losing trades for them. It doesn't matter. They look at the number at the end of the year and they say, that's a much bigger number than I had at the beginning of the year. Same thing with trading. We're going to have a ton of losing trades. So what? We're going to have a ton of winning trades too. So what? The question is your equity going up? So with stocks, you have that forgivingness. And that's important when you first start trading because futures, forex, options, they're not forgiving. They will smack you down fast. And they've got leverage, which is the other part. With stocks, there's no leverage really, maybe 2 to 1, so big deal. And as a result, you can make sure that you're disciplined, that you follow those simple rules, that you don't flinch or panic. The rules are the important thing. Right now, I have a trade on. Came down hard on Friday. I'm recording this on a Monday. But it's just above my stop loss. Should I get out? No. My stop was determined when I was cool, calm, and collected. So I'm going to stick with my plan. So I'm cool, calm, collected now because I have a plan. I don't override the plan. I follow the plan. So that kind of discipline is very important to learn, and you want to start with something that's forgiving. So In our case, I would start with our Stock Success School 2021. We just have a brand new version of it. You can go to Stock Success School 2020, or no, sorry, you go to SSS2021.com, SSS2021.com, and you can get that course. Hopefully, sometimes we have a special on it. This, as I'm recording this, we have a special on it, but next week we won't. So I'm sorry if you don't get it on a special week. You watch this video when it's not on a special, but be patient. We do have it on a sale every 6 months or something like that. All right. Great question. I love that question. All right, everybody. We'll talk to you later.